Man, it really feels nice to be excited to come home and stream again. Man, been waiting all day to come home and play. All right. We got a lot to do today. Yeah, hopefully we can get that done in 3 hours. We'll see. Oh, wait, shit. We use that other scene, don't we? I'm just gonna quit Final Fantasy 14 and start playing 11 again. New challenge. Gain experience. Really no. Your blue hair turned out more gray in game. I wonder if that's the mods or not. But yeah, it's very, very much grayer. Oh, would that be a tutorial maybe? Experience. We're gonna be going to wait a minute. Secret Grace and Lower Juno, and hear an explanation in the Amen Trove. Requirements: 45 days or more since character creation. Oh, well, I can't even do that. I gotta gain 5,000 experience. Let's kick that one out. We're not gonna be going there. We're done with dunes. We'll be going through Conscript Highlands again. Northeast Bitter. I just keep it on just in case. It's not really hurting anything at the moment. Okay. We got quests. No, it's hair. I've got a face mask. I have a bone face mask. See? How you doing, Pool? That's my XP thing still going too. I mean, it may also be the sweet effects that I got. I'm not sure. Whatever, it looks fine. Yeah, I'm not all broken up about it. That's for sure. All right, where are we in our mission? All right, we gotta go talk to Sid. You remember what I asked you to do, right? Yeah. Gotta trade it though. There's also, I remember there being like a map or a quest in Bastock that requires one bone chip. I want to see if I can find that today too. As a thought, it's a pattern of duration and almost identical to the one found in Bedix. I just don't know what to make of all the strange occurrences that have been happening lately. I wonder if this has anything to do with the shattered teleport, or telepoint we discovered recently. Oh, sorry. Just talking to myself. Good job. You can wait. I ask you to do something for me. Do you remember Volker? He came here when he was reporting for the results of your first mission to me. It would be best if you could deliver this to him personally, but he's a busy man and hard to find. Give it to one of the Mithril Musketeers instead. Ayami and Naji should be a guard near the president's office. Either one will do. Ayami or Naji? So they're both near the president's office, but I only see Nanji. I don't see Ayami. A letter from the chief? What's it about? It's addressed to our captain. Let's see. I can't make heads or tails of this. I'm sorry, but could you give this to Ayami instead? She should be at the guard at the rear of this building. This kind of technical stuff is more her specialty. All of the mumbo jumbo to me. Oh, but do me a favor. Don't tell her I asked you to, or she's gonna make fun of me again. How's work going for you, Pool? They did say the rear side of this building, didn't they? Yeah, they did. And that ain't there. Well, wait. Little exciting morning. Wait. A little exciting morning when I saw some meme pic of some plot rolling a winning number on 69. Nice. Which reminded me, I have not picked a refund for my placard. A mad dash to log in before going to work later to find out they generously gave me time up to 3 months. Nice. Physical damage kills. He did say at the back of this building, didn't he not? I don't have to look in each one. I don't see Ayami in here. Or here. We're gonna have to look up where Ayami is, because that's the president's office, and they're not there. And that's Hans, Lucius. Wonder if it's on the map. They've been marking stuff. No, it's just teleport crystals. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to Google where Ayami is. I don't fucking see her. And that's Malduck. That ain't. Unless it's in one of these buildings back here. I'm just going off of what he said. No, that's Romaldo. Let's target Ayami. Hey, there she is. It is a pleasure to. Oh, you have a Bastock Trust permit. I am assisting the Juno Institute of Magical Studies in gathering data on this trust magic. One of my duties as a ranking member of the Mythical Musketeer is to ensure that we are ready to eventually, and it is in my firm belief that this new discovery may serve us well. It is my fervent hope that it will aid us in the struggles against the Beastman Confederate. If not, perhaps it can at least be used to assist with some of the more mental tasks. If possible, I would like to enlist your aid in this endeavor. But unfortunately, it seems this magic would require a bond between us, a bond we do not yet share. There are other things that you must take care of first. I wish you the best in your efforts to protect Bastock. Okay, that's not all we were here for. You have a letter from the chief engineer. May I see it? Pool, do you know when we can start bidding on houses again in 14? This is the report of the investigation of the Crystal Lab. It is addressed to our captain. This might mean our company is moving out soon. Thank you for bringing this to me. Your presence is very much appreciated. The chief is a little busy these days and do such chores himself. Wait. I must ask you one thing though. Why did you bring this to me and not Najee? He is also a Mithril Musketeer and posted closer to the entrance. Najee didn't look smart enough. Ayami, let's go with Ayami looked more reliable. Thank you for your compliment. Mithril Musketeers are supposed to be reliable, but I wasn't sure if I could fit the role. Well, at least I do a little bit more than Najee. You're very perceptive, and I like that in an adventurer. I guess I'll be seeing you around a lot more. Oh, you haven't been sent trust permit. All right, we can't do her trust until she's rank. We're rank 3 with her. Vi, have you played any 14 today, or you're taking a break? I need to look up that bone chip quest too. Bone chip. FF11. Using the quest. There we go. First foiled again. I don't know. It's not that one. The bare bones. Yeah. Yeah. So I need to find somebody in the best oak markets named Digging Hard. Digging Hard. Give them a bone chip because I think they give me a map. Yeah, they give me the Dongder 20. A little bit. I did a few more Hildebrand quests. New ones are in today's patch. Oh, there was a patch today? I didn't even know. Do we know when the housing stuff opens up, or you hadn't looked? The Mambo is worth the hassle. I think I remember seeing that guy down here. I do want to eventually buy all the maps, but I don't have the money to do it. I don't want to waste all my points. There's a lot of fucking maps to buy, not you. Who are we looking for? Deegan Hard. I think he's over here. I like how I have like some memory of like a general area of where people are, but not exactly. Like I knew where the map's general area of the person was when I was looking for him earlier, but not the exact location. All right, so this person is at I-10. We're at J. Let's cross the road. Right. Wonder if he's in this building. Maybe. Deegan Hard. No. Deegan Hard, where are you at, my dude? This is I-9. He must be down here. There's Deegan Hard. Look, he's got maps. Model. Yeah, I'm still alive and kicking. Do you want to know how I can be so energetic at my age? I can tell you, if you bring me a secret ingredient to my formula. I love how they don't tell you what it is. Old school right there. Yes, this is a secret ingredient. But it's not what you think. I don't eat this. It's some seem to think. I keep it in my pocket, close to my heart, to remind myself of my own mortality. That is my secret. Maybe you're still a little too young to understand. How do they give XP now? I don't remember giving XP for requests. Deegan Hard, yes. Deegan Hard. That is indeed a name. I cleaned out my inventory a little bit after we left last night. I pretty much just went vendored everything. I remembered the bone chip though. That was the funny thing. I was about to sell everything and I'm like, remember there being a bone chip quest. And sure enough, there's a bone chip quest for a map. I like how I'm remembering little bits and pieces from 20 years ago. All right, are you gonna... You smell a victory. Conquered Highlands. Good on you, Beauregard. But by now you must be getting sick and tired of fighting the same old monsters so close to the city walls, aren't you? If you are several levels beyond a monster and totally outclass them in every respect, checking them to yield too weak to be worthwhile. Yeah, we already know this. Thanks for the XP. Hail soldier. No, I won't talk to you. I knew you wouldn't disappoint me. Oh well. You're moving up in the world. Time to put your money where in those pockets. A $1,000 guild reward just for you. Don't spend it in one place. By now you should be relatively familiar with the basics of battle. Am I right? But don't getting too cocky. The world is chock full of monsters just waiting for the opportune moment to pounce and knock you out cold. Depending on the type of monster, there are several factors that can cause them to attack you without provocation. Look, I'm not reading all this. You gave me money. Only when you present me with the dim gate crystal. Okay, I've got that actually. Ah, the dim gate crystal, just as I requested. Excellent work. And now for the information regarding this little beauty. This is explaining about teleports. And here I have the most fitting reward for you. A gift of 1,000 experience points and 3 Choco Passes. From now on, your lessons will be best learned from giving a mindful ear to others. Okay. So he's like the introductory dude. Okay, we got Choco Passes. Good day to you. Thanks, Goldago. This is currently available as follows. Waiting Beast. You are to collect a lizard egg from Beast in the Dangrith Wadi. Senator Alice is in need of some. Do not ask. Okay. Well, that sucks. I think I sold my lizard egg. All right, let's go get a lizard egg real quick. It just sucks that we have to go all the way to the Wadi. Be a long run. We don't even need XP from it now. Wait, we have a chocobo pass. Can I just use that? No. You'd have to go all the way to the damn mines to get it. So fuck it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that we had a lizard egg that I vendored. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to stay up late and vendor all that shit last night. So what were the patch notes today in 14? Where? I don't even know where to look for this. Updates, maybe? No, FFXI patch notes. This is 6.15, right? I think. Hey, so this is just Hildebrand, or I don't want fan bite. I want the actual load, like, update thing. Why can I not find an official update patch notes for that? Whatever. Anyway, was having too much fun playing alt on Oceanic. Reliving scenes, knowing what happens, expansions later, leveling and gearing up crafting, skipping post AR scenes. That's evil. Thought it's evil. And I'm supposed to play something else to avoid burnout. I'm surprised like I went so long without burning out in games. But I used to teeter back and forth between World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy 11. Like if things slowed down in Final Fantasy where like the people I were playing with were like getting burnt out or what have you, then I'd switch. But there was a long period of time of when we started raiding with I guess H&M hunting with my Blink Shell. That from there until pretty much everyone stopped playing, which is around the time level cap got announced. Though I did take a small like hiatus because it was around when my kids were born. $14 though, I think the biggest problem with me in 14 now is I don't have as much free time anymore. So I always feel like I'm playing catch up. But I really need to take a step back from it. I've got other shit I need to do. And this every weekend, doing events every fucking weekend is actually kind of taking its toll. And I probably need to take a step back. That's why I'm kind of really glad that we're doing Phasmophobia on Friday. So I can try to do something else. But what I really need to do is get out of the mentality of I need to do my roulettes, I need to do all my dailies and blah blah. That's the old carryover for me anyway from World of Warcraft. That stuff sticks in my brain. But yeah, now that like I think even Vi's kind of breaking, I might like skip a little more or not focus on it as hard for a little while. We'll see. I also have I have my kids for the next 2 weeks. I don't want to hard focus on Final Fantasy 14. So I feel like this weekend I might not do any like off stream 14, and I might just like play Borderlands with the kids or something like, or my son anyway. My daughter doesn't really care for Borderlands. Something of that nature. So where am I supposed to get this damn lizard egg? Let's see. It is just a drop, right? No. Oh, okay. How to obtain. Dropped from. Here we go. Steam lizards. Well, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't an item pickup, like from the ground or some shit. I'm pretty sure I already have one and sold it, but. Where are all the monsters? Probably should just go back. You get all loops. We'll just loop back around. I definitely don't miss the drop rates. Oh shit, these are IT. Run. Oh, that's Farga 3. I'm dead. I don't know what level that Goblin Conjurer is, but we need to get the fuck out of here. They follow me forever too, don't they? So I've got to run all the way to zone. This is Final Fantasy 11, baby. They follow you until you zone, man. I think they actually can lose you. Like I remember sight mobs can eventually lose you on sight, and or there's like tracking, because I remember the things that you can like drag across water and then they'd lose track of you. I have the feeling that Goblin's just gonna come around the corner and like fucking scare the bejesus out of me. I need lizards. Come on, man. Not enough lizards. There we go. Ooh, excuse me. This has some levels on it. I'm seriously waiting for like that Goblin Conjurer to just roll around the corner and eat my face. Because instead of running to the zone like a smart person, I'm staying in here. There was one fucking lizard in here. Please don't tell me goblins are placeholders here. That would suck. No, I don't want to sit down. Get up, dude. I need to change whatever bind that is. When did I summon Cornelia? Why? Don't. Oh, there's a lizard egg. We're done. When did I summon her? How do I shut up Ayami? I wouldn't have signed up for this thing if I'd known this thing was going to continuously go. I'm going to have to Google how to shut up Ayami. Let's see. How to shut up Ayami. When you go left. I'm gonna have to wait for like one of those new Final Fantasy 11, or not new, I guess it's not new anymore, but the Final Fantasy 11 gurus to tell me how the fuck to shut that up. You like picked an NPC that was gonna update you on stuff, but I didn't know it was gonna spam. And I don't know what it's in regard to, so I don't even know how to search to get rid of it. Communication? No. Not on request. Yeah, I'm not sure what system that is. I love how this mission's like, go get an egg. Now that I have an 11 account with no sub, will next free login event let me go through? I have no idea. I couldn't even tell you. How'd you get a Final Fantasy 11 account anyway? Because if you bought it, you should have got a free month or something anyway, right? You know, the first laptop I ever had, a guy that was playing Final Fantasy 11 with us used my laptop. I didn't even know him. He was one of my friends. And he ended up blowing up my laptop because he played Final Fantasy nonstop and never turned my laptop off. And it ended up burning up the hard drive in it. Got the free trial from the SE store. It only lasted 14 days. Isn't that funny? You can get more free play time with Final Fantasy 14 than you can with 11, which is a 20-year-old game. 11 is really for just the old school enthusiasts. It's the only reason it's even still up, I assume. All right, so we got the egg. Then spend the whole evening wrestling with PLL and troubleshooting with support. Yeah, PLL is a piece of shit. Another thing that they really should just tie it into Final Fantasy 14. I'm telling you, tie it into Final Fantasy 14 and make the service account a lot cheaper for people who play Final Fantasy 14, and you would have a lot more people even join the game or even play the game. POL is such a fucking barrier for entry. It's insane. POL sucks. I can see that. I am likely going to restart playing 11 now because I'm playing it, or if just in general. Oh wait, yeah. No, not Fire Crystal. Hello? Deliver the egg to Alice in the president's office. Oh, okay. That's all. So before this seems like a lot of fetchy, the amount of time it would take to level in this game originally, you probably would have done these missions in and out. So it wouldn't be a whole bunch of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You would actually be progressively doing it. But how the game's designed now with all the super fast leveling, it's just kind of silly. Seeing it again, getting you all excited. That's kind of 11 in a nutshell. Vi could tell you I was pretty damn giddy when I ended my stream last night. Like, I was like, I want to keep playing. I do wish I could have my old account back though. That's sad. Although I don't know that it really matters. It would be levels. Really. Levels and missions and stuff. But I think it would be just as fun playing it again. Because it's been, I mean, it's been a decade, you know, for like, for me, it's been about 10 years. Because I have not been back since 14. So since 14 came out, not 1.0, when 2.0 launched, I have not been back on Final Fantasy 11 since 2.0 launched. So however long that's been, plus some time. That's how long it's been since I played 11. This is this President Office Alios. Not love how I come home. I haven't coughed like all day. I come home, I sit in this chair, and I don't know if it's the angle or the pressure that it puts on my back, but it makes me cough. It's kind of frustrating because I have a microphone right here. That person over here, I can't remember. You think you stopped around Wings of the Goddess? I stopped when they announced the 75 upgrade. I came back and played for a little while with a friend of mine and did Abyssia. I did a pretty large chunk of Abyssia and then stopped playing. And my friend that I was playing with used my account for other stuff he was doing for dual boxing and purposes. And that's why I don't use that account for Final Fantasy 14, because he was using that account and it was causing my account to get double billed. And I was broke then. I was having kids, like my, at the time, wife was pregnant and blah, blah, blah. And I couldn't be spending money. So I had to just like cut my account off and go pay for another account, which I wish I'd never done. And that's why I don't have my legacy account anymore. I don't need to talk to you. I need to read. I look back on it. It's like a bunch of poor decisions on my part. I just love these cooked. I mean, this is very important to the safety of Bastock. Yes, it's imperative that you do not tell anyone you brought me this. You have proven yourself to be a great patriot. I will be following your career with great interest. Senator, sir, you still haven't handed in your orders regarding Iron Eater. What are you doing here? I'm in the middle of a very important lizard egg again, sir. How did you know? I mean, get out. It's going to spoil if I don't cook it. Bon appetit, sir. Just hand in the papers to one of the musketeers as soon as you're done. Tell me, do you not sometimes wonder if these missions are truly worth your time? Yes, I do. You're an honest one, but it's not something you should say to a Mithril Musketeer, especially when you are near the president's office. Well, why ask me the fucking question? Either way, there is no question that you have done a great deal for the prosperity of Basta, and that you will in the future as well. I must try to do the same. Okay. Hooray for the missions. All right, our next one's going to be the emissary. All right, I think my next mission is going to have me go to the other two nations, which really fucking sucks. I don't remember having to go to Windhurst though. This says gather information on Santoria and Windhurst. The best token consulate in those two countries will provide with detailed briefings. We'll go to Sandaria and then come back and go to Windhurst, I guess. This is what we got, a lot of walking ahead. I don't know. I got the Chocobo certificates. I should try that. Then after finding config to increase reso out of CRT error, I no longer felt like doing archaeology gaming. It wasn't that bad. I watched one YouTube video and got all my shit set up. If you just wanted to look good, I think I've got the YouTube videos saved. All right, so we pick up the mission and then we're going to have to go to the mines to get a Chocobo and then take the Chocobo on out. Too bad I can't get like teleport crystals and stuff. Mission currently available as follows. Uh-oh, I need to... Hey, bud. Your rank points are full. We've added the Axis conquest points. Okay. There we go. There's a new mission. First speak to Sir Naji of the Mithril Musketeers, the President's office. Motherfucker. And I also forgot to pick up the quest for that. Fuck me. All right. Oops. At least we can get this one. Dude, we fucked this one up. I would have to repeat that one again. Oh, no, I don't. It just instantly gave it to me. Cool. There's a vid on how to get in. Oh, there's a vid on how to set the thing up. I don't know what you mean about how to get in. The video that I'm talking about is for like graphic settings and stuff. Well, I thought I saved it. I guess I didn't save it. Just swore I bookmarked it. Let's see. YouTube. Here it is. Making Final Fantasy XI beautiful. Except I used the 2021 edition, not the 2022 edition, which is interesting. All right, so I used the 21 edition. Here's the 2022 edition. I'm happy with what I'm using though, so I'm fine. But that guy goes like step by step, everything you need to do. Usually I would be giving you orders, but this time the president's aide wants to meet with you in person. Hey. That was interesting. Anyway, I don't know if this mission. Wait, shit, I didn't even see it. I mean, you're gonna have to go to both Sandoria and Windhurst. It's not like going somewhere nearby, like Gooseberg or Conscript Highlands. You'll have to travel by sea too. This is the president's room. Remember to be polite. Oh, and make sure you don't say anything that might offend him. He's really touchy. Oh. Ah, we have been expecting you. I remember meeting you after your first mission. Let me introduce you. This is Sir Karst. Okay. President Karst, this is how you will address me. Lucius, what was that about the first mission? The report from the Zurin Man, sir, about the Tellkeeper. Vince Galka again. I was not informed you had met with the messenger, Lucius. I did not feel it was necessary to bother you with such trivial matters, sir. President Lucius. My apologies. I am sorry for not having informed you and about the Galka, Mr. President. No matter, here are your orders. As you know, there are 3 other nations aside from our own in Vanadil. The Kingdom of Sandoria, the Federation of Windhurst, and the Grand Duchy of Juno. Juno is still professing neutrality, so I want you to go to Sandoria and Windhurst. It does not matter which you go to first, as long as you go to both. I will give you a letter of introduction, which you will present to the council of both nations. Any questions? Nope. No questions. Good. Lucius, the letter. This is the letter of introduction. President, it is to councils. And they will give you further instructions. Okay. There are your orders. Depart quickly. You are dismissed. Waddle down the stairs. Waddle, waddle, waddle. Did the president nag at you? I still can't believe that Chief Sid actually banked the guy during the elections. Oops, you didn't hear me say that. Okay, gotta go. Good luck on your missions. Well, now off to go get a chocobo. Go riding. Now we wait. This is interesting. I reread the message from whatever that person was going on a rant about. I have no idea who he's even fucking or who they're even talking about. Apparently they got an axe to grind with somebody in their Discord they were in, I guess. No idea who they're fucking talking about. But imagine going around to just whoever's streaming a game to rant about your poor experience. Oh my god. Oh, and like in the person's remarks to talk about elementary school, like, well, I mean, the way you're acting and coming across seems like you might be the one from elementary school. Oh my god. Man, I might have to take a picture of this. But do you have mod view or something? I want a screenshot of that person and that message, and I want to post it on Discord. Yeah, just screenshot it for me. I think it's fucking hilarious. I haven't got a message like that on Twitch in fucking ages. So that's kind of funny. They're still here too, which is very interesting. They've been banned, but they're still here. What's going on here? It's cute. I don't even remember where you go to ride in Chocobo. No. We put it into gaming news. I don't need a Chocobo license, right? I have bytes and bits and stuff. You're just now following? What the hell? This free ride ticket is part of the campaign to give novice adventurers a taste of Chocobo riding. Do I give it to you? It says I need a Chocobo license. There we go. Perfect. We're going to ride all the way to the Hala teleport, and then I'll get the crystal there. I thought you'd been following for a while, Bits. How you doing? Wait a minute. Did you make a new character? You made a new account. Because that's not the bits and bytes and stuff that I'm aware of. This is the first time chat. The bits and bytes and stuff, you made a new account or new thingy. Well, how you do? We got a long ride ahead of us, but it's going to be a lot shorter than it would have been the old way. The only other way we could have done this faster if we could have teleported to Dim. Change the name, took out the spaces. I don't know if you're interested in it, but you can edit your name. I would suggest editing like the new letter like of a word, so it's not just like a grouping. So you can uppercase B, A, B, O, and S or whatever. Kind of like how if you ever look at my name, it's like uppercase B and uppercase G. It just makes it a little more legible. I don't know if it matters to you at all. It may not. I know that I've had a time sometimes reading people's names though that are all lowercase letters, and I didn't know that there was a break in it, and I've tried to pronounce it and then been like, oh shit, it's 2 words. Oh, my bad. Hey, Final Fantasy Thrasher finally left. Dude, that was weird. I guess that person assumes anybody that plays this game knows of whatever the hell they were talking about. Like I got very curious. Like I was like, oh, I'm gonna start Googling and it sounds like there's some drama afoot. What? What? It only is 1 zone worth? Man. I got debated. You know how much fucking walking I gotta do now? Oh my dear God. We have so much walking ahead of us. With no sprint or flee. Fuck. I'm also trying to decide what I want to do. Do I want to set my home point in Selbina and warp back to Selbina? Because I could. Oh no, I didn't buy enough warps. Oh no, I'll probably buy one in Sandoria. But I could go to Sandoria, warp to Selbina, go take the Selbina all the way to Windhurst, warp back from Windhurst back to Selbina, and then walk back to Bastock. Or I can leave it where it is, do the full walk of Sandoria, and then walk all the way to Windhurst and warp all the way back to Bastock. But it's looking like this stream's not going to be as action-packed as I thought because we've got so much walking to do. This is that. If you've ever played Final Fantasy 14, there's the whole you got to go to every nation bullshit. It's that thing. Except in this one, you actually had to walk. You didn't get to take a complimentary airship. Oh well. Let's see, news. I'll put it in the gaming memes. So I got this today. I wonder if we could Google what that person was talking about and find it. I'm very, very curious now. Let's see. FFXI Discord drugs. I don't know even how to look this up. Wait, Final Fantasy 11 drama. Nothing since 2010. Man, searching that brought up a live journal. I don't know. I don't even know how. I wouldn't even know where to look. I'm not even sure which servers are like populated servers. I really hope I wasn't supposed to do something else in Bastock first before I left. That like I'm starting to worry that I didn't. Oh, quite a few actually. I was kind of surprised. I thought that they consolidated all the servers down to one, but I was apparently wrong. There's still that many? God. There can't be that many people that play on all these servers though. From one of my understandings, Bahamut's the like most populated, but I don't know for sure. I can only go off of what people have told me so far. I don't know that it's needed, but I'm gonna go ahead and summon when we get to Valkyrum just in case. I don't think it's gonna be an issue though. Or 25. We should be in Quiffum right now anyway. I just wish I didn't have to pay for this. I would play this game if I didn't have to pay for it. It's too much nowadays for me to pay for this many MMOs. Maybe if I check on Reddit. The FFXI. Is there not a Final Fantasy 11 Reddit? There it is. Well, there are private servers that You wouldn't have to pay. Yeah, I'm not much on private servers. I've done it before and it was not, well, not wonderful. Needless to say, it wasn't a very great experience. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't fucking great either. I don't like the idea of paying full price for a 20-year-old game at this point. It's literally the same price as Final Fantasy 14. I think that's very dumb. I wonder if that person ranted on the Reddit. No. No. The most recent thing on Reddit is from 6 hours ago. Yeah. No idea what the fuck that person was talking about. I wonder if that person went around to like the 5 Final Fantasy 11 streamers. Let's see. Who all is even streaming this right now? It was like hardly anybody last night. Okay. That's how many people were streaming this game. They're not in their chat. Maybe they just did a quick rant and everybody's channel and left. I don't know. I didn't notice there's this person's in like everybody's chat. Yeah, no clue. I was hoping I might find some more information. Oh well. Whew, what a walk, chat. You know what's sad? I still have 3 more zones to go. Imagine walking from no, because that's not even accurate. I was gonna say imagine walking from like Gardania to Ulda. Walking, not mounted. But yeah, Paul, if you were interested in a private server though, if you just wanted to play the base game, you could do that. I don't know how well populated any of this stuff is though. Oh, I need to hydrate. We'll do. Yeah, this is gonna be the biggest time sink. All the walking. I guess where I didn't level a white mage, although a white mage did get teleported to like 30 as well. So I don't know that really matters. It's also interesting. There's certain zones that have, like, Gooseberg had music, right? Right. Oscar's Highlands doesn't. Backroom Dunes doesn't. So like the home nations have music, and then like the areas right outside of Juneau have music, but all the areas in between don't. It's just ambient. Bits and bytes and stuff. Yeah. The up down that you got in there. That's good case stuff there. Make it easier to read. I like it. What's up, Mixio? How you doing, my friend? I love how the audio of the like ambient air stopped because there was a goblin casting Aquaville. So like it's messed up the audio now. Well, that it always did that. I don't remember doing that. Right now we're on our way to Sandaria. With no map. I'm doing this all by memory, buddy. It looks so bad. I mean, it's dated. It's a 20-year-old game. I mean, this game originally was playable. I mean, this is an MMO that was playable on PlayStation 2. There wasn't a lot of games that can make that claim, you know? This MMO set a lot of like first records before World of Warcraft did. And kind of to be fair, like the graphic things that I've done to it have cleaned it up quite a bit. No, I got you. And it is technically still criticism, but it doesn't matter. I know you don't mean it to shit on the game or anything. You want to go back and see what like Final Fantasy X-2 looked like without the HD version. We are now in Lethane Plateau. We're going to go to the crag to get the teleport crystal. We could technically get another chocobo, but I don't want to waste it. Was sad when Final Fantasy 11 stopped being supported by PlayStation 2, because that was right when I got a PS2. I still have an unopened copy. of Final Fantasy 11 for PlayStation 2. It's worth absolutely nothing, but I have an unopened copy. I didn't go get all my boxes to put on my shelf for this marathon because I've got more Final Fantasy 11 boxes than I care to count. I'll send the bottom of my closet. I don't feel like digging out. I don't even know why I keep that shit anymore. It's completely worthless. I do think I have a strategy guide too. That's all about this game. Where's the fucking drag? I don't know why I'm summoning. Everything here is going to be lower level. Must have had the chonky PS2. I did, but I actually never played this on PlayStation 2. I played this on PC. Well, I do have a copy of the game. Yeah, I always played this game on PC. I do like that the run from Melathane is so much shorter than it is going through Conscript. Now, Hala should be over here. There are mounts in this game. You just don't get them early. Final Fantasy 14 is kind of the same way. You don't get mounts until later. Like, there's chocobos. You need a chocobo license to get chocobos in this, though. This game was a very slow-paced game. It was based off of the older style MMOs. Old MMOs, everything was slowed down a lot more than it is nowadays. World of Warcraft streamlined a lot of shit, but even it still had walking. If you remember the long walk from Darnassus to Orgrimmar, it was a long fucking walk. This came out this came out before World of Warcraft and after EverQuest. EverQuest 2 and Warcraft came out after this game had been released in North America for like a year, I believe it is. But didn't all those games come out in like 2004 or 5? This game had been out in the States for a year, but it had, because it came out with Rise of Zilart, and then it had been in Japan for a year or two prior to that. I think 2002 maybe when it came out in Japan. I'd have to look. Yeah, I'd say it's still a Japanese take on MMOs, which is going to be very different than Western. But yeah, more in the more on with EverQuest. So what I just went to is these crags have these teleport or these crystals. You can collect those crystals, which allow you to get attuned to actually teleport there. We should have caught this. I'm kind of curious to how long it takes to walk this long or walk this far. We're not even remotely close. Like y'all don't even know how much more walking we have to do. And I'm still not even sure I could just no, I'm kind of low level. 25ish. I was gonna say I could go through Jugner Forest and then go all the way to Juneau and then exit Juneau and go through Salmon Champagne and or Champagne campaign. I want to say Champagne. Yeah, people don't play stuff like that anymore, though, Clown. Like, even 11 isn't like that at all. I'm sorry, not 11, 14. 14. See, used to MMOs works on the like the understanding that it was a massive multiplayer online game. You needed to play with other players. That's kind of gone away now. That's not really a thing anymore. More and more MMOs are shifting more to a single player experience with MMO capability with multiplayer capabilities. Like even like Final Fantasy 14 is currently moving off of multiplayer in favor of more single player content. But see, back in these days, old EverQuest or even old World of Warcraft pre Cataclysm, I think. No, I guess it would have been pre Wrath. Pre Wrath of the because Wrath of the Lich King introduced Dungeon Finder. So World of Warcraft and Burning Crusade operated under that same mentality as well. It was like you needed to interact with people, you needed to be in good standing on your server because people remembered you, right? If you were like a ninja looter or a dick or whatever, you were on the server with all the same people. And they didn't really offer name changes and shit like that. You had to fucking delete your character if you made too much of a shitty name for yourself. Things are just very different now. Well, and I don't think you'll ever return to those times either. People don't have the patience to play a game like this anymore. Used to, these type of games was all about the discovery. I mean, there's so many nooks and crannies in this game. If you was to delete all information about this game off the internet and drop somebody in to play this game, like the old style game, it would take forever to find all of the little nuances, the NMs, the pop items for NMs, where they are, all the like how H&Ms work. Like there's so much in Final Fantasy 11. There's random ass fucking NMs in like caves deep fucking down. You don't even know what the damn pop trigger is. Like we talked about this when I was doing Eureka in Final Fantasy 14, that there's that area in Eureka in Pagos that allows you to get the Hecta eyes hat or optical hat fighting Hecta eyes. I hope I'm not mixing this up. And in 11, you could do the same thing, but you had to craft a recipe by collecting all the eyeballs and take it to a certain area and trade it to this question mark that it gives you no information that that's what you do to pop an NM that you then have to kill with a whole group of people to get an optical hat. Right? Like, to my knowledge, there's not even NPCs that tell you that's what you do. People would just trial and error until they figured it out. I mean, it kind of makes sense just in an area that had those eyeballs, and you knew that you could make a soup. So I'm sure the Japanese figured this out first, and that's just how it happened. You just don't get that style of gaming anymore. Now everything's like quest marker A, go to quest marker B. You know, like they just don't have the find out for yourself mentality. If you want to play a game that's similar to what MMOs were back then, go play Morrowind. I think anybody in here that's ever played Morrowind can agree that that game does not fucking hold your hand at all. And it's very, very much about the discovery. So when I first played this game, when I first got this, the summer I had graduated, There's a little pool of water up here. Yeah. And these fungus fungi here. I leveled fighting these crabs here, and I got money fighting these forest fungars because they dropped mushrooms. And those mushrooms, they would drop dart shrooms. That was a pretty decent sell. I think a stack was sold for like 10K. And I farmed the fuck out of those to get my first beast batha. Beast batha +1. And a full set of scale armor +1. I do like it hard like that, but I also understand. Well, not even understand. I like it hard like that, but I also enjoy how 14 is now because I don't have the time I used to have. I mean, it'd be different if all I did was have a job, but where I have kids and a family and all that stuff. I don't have the ability to commit to a game like this anymore. Because I mean, I think back to how many hours I had to spend in this game leveling and how long it took for events to even get started. Like, you could be searching for hours for an XP party before you ever got one. You know? I don't even keep opening the map. I don't even have it. I want to point out, though, that I am currently running across the entire continent by memory from something I haven't played in 10 years. To me, I feel like it's pretty fucking impressive. This just goes to show you that how much I played this game. I miss this music. Music's so good. Turn up a little bit for Val. I was dark, and I remember once searching for a party for 48 hours straight with no invites. Yep. If I had like a dedicated group of friends that we all get together and could like put a static together and level and all that stuff, it wouldn't be that bad. But when I did, I was pretty much by myself because all my friends had stopped playing. So it was just me. We got to about Quiffum. By the time we got to Quiffum, everybody had quit, and it was pretty much I was on my own after that. And I went hard. Like, I didn't have a job. I didn't have any responsibilities. This is all I did. I lived and breathed this game pretty much. We have now officially made it to Sandaria. Prepare for bagpipes. Level sync almost completely eliminates the problem. I play on Eden and have almost zero downtime getting a party together for any level. We're talking about like back in the day. This would have even been before level sync. We're like reminiscent of what this game was 20 years ago. Not what it currently is now. While I know that there's level sync now, I mean, with trust and shit, you can pretty much play this game solo. Well, let's see. Which one's the constant for best? That's winners. But how you doing, Joxy? Yeah, for sure. I remember the thief days. If I didn't make a party, I wasn't gonna. Yeah, I was a thief. I was the second North American thief on Sylph. to hit 75. That's how fucking dedicated I was. Well, you're here with business for the administration, correct? You should probably talk to the council. Okay. Really? You don't say. Thank you. Lion! Lion! I have missed you, Queen. You come all this way from Bastock, have you? I'm Lion, a traveling adventurer, you might say. Have you heard? The orcs have a new forward base in Gelspa. To the northwest, now their greedy eyes are turned towards this land. Orcs are cruel and violent. They attack wayfarers on the road and steal children, all to inspire terror in Sandorian people. But there's one thing that just doesn't make sense. Orcs never were known for their craft, but they carry even better armor and weapons lately. I suspect there's someone behind the orcs pulling the strings, if you get me. Someone has to figure out their plans and take action before this country falls to Orcish invasion. People whispering in the streets of trouble in the royal house. They should focus on what's outside these walls first, if you ask me. Okay, welcome to politics. Well, I don't expect things will be getting any easier around here for a while yet. But do take care, all the same. Notice? Look at my head. This is me at the counter. All right, I got to make sure that I'm actually done. All right. I need to receive the cipher first. Next go to the... Okay. Oh, I got to talk to somebody in the back room here. You. Hello there. I'm the council from Bastock. My name's Heliku. You must be tired from your trip, but first we must get you up to speed on the situation here in Sandoria. Northwest of the city is the Orc village. They call it Gillespie Outpost. Our reports tell us that the Orcs are using Gillespie as a forward base of the upcoming invasion of Sandoria, but there's a few things that just don't fit. We all know that Orcs are beastmen, right? To say that they're low on brains would be an understatement. Which is why I wonder how they came by this high quality armor and weapons they've been using, not to mention the ranged weapons and devices. We suspect that someone's behind the beastmen calling the shots, but we've no idea who. I wish I could send you to Gillespie immediately, but in this region, official missions require Sandorian approval. What I want you to do is go to the Chateau and speak to Moneralis Halver. He'll issue a formal mission order. Leave this building and you'll see the great fortress to the right. That's the chateau. And be polite. Sandorians can be quite touchy. Damn elves. So formal. Now we go to the chateau. You know, I'm gonna buy a map here too. I just don't know where to buy it. Hang on. This is L. J, K, L. Oops. This is the church. This is not the chateau. Chateau is that way. Notice that me pointing does not actually help. We are here. It's an I-9. I don't know if I'm gonna find this guy. All right. Albert, I don't remember where you are. Oh, you're right here. You're right in front of me. An adventurer from Bastok, are you? Well, you have my respect for coming all this way here. But you know this, our kingdom of Sandoria has no intention of showing friendly facade to either Bastok or Winters. How you classless mobs could ever think to stand shoulder to shoulder with the Elven is frankly beyond me. Yet, on you come. Impotent stuttering shrimps, lumbering oarheads, and purring furballs. It's simply unacceptable. They're fucking assholes. But enough of that. Here's your mission. Infiltrate Gillespie Outpost, northwest of Sandoria. In the middle of the Gillespie camps is a place called the Highland Encampment. You want to defeat the camp head, a war chief, Vatgit. You'll find the encampment a little ways to the Gillespie. Go in across the river and you'll see the camps up on the ridge east. When you've finished, if you aren't orc fodder, report back. Okay. The orcs aren't so much of the problem that the kingdom need to worry about sending knights. Let the adventurers clean them up from pocket change. That is our policy. Wait, what? Was I supposed to have gotten a cipher for Halber? Oh, guess not. All right. Now we go to Gillespie Outpost. I'm wondering if there's anything I should do while I'm here. Oh fuck, I can't get Signet. Guess I should have done it before we left. Oops. I'm sure there's like little side quests and stuff I could do here. I could go check out all the crafting places and get like 500 XP, but fuck it. We've already like burned an hour and a half walking that far. Like we're not going to get to Juneau today. I had hoped that we'd be walking to Juneau, but I forgot about this whole do the tour of all the nations barefoot. All right, now on to Gillespie Outpost. Oh man. Still would like to have the maps. I may end up just buying them just to have them. I don't need them. Like I'm pretty sure I can get where I need to go, but I just like looking at it. How's the game going? I forgot all about the gotta go to every damn home nation. So we've spent about an hour and a half walking across or walking from Bastok to Sandoria. And now I gotta go Fort Gillespie, turn this in, and then head to Windhurst. We got a trip ahead of us. Well, I got like a warp scroll, but I didn't see a teleport thing because when I played, there used to be like teleport dim or teleport hollow or whatever, but I don't know about teleporting to nations. That is out of my wheelhouse. And nobody gave me any quest or anything to allude that I could do that. In fact, I have Chocobo tickets, but they only last for one zone. Each zone has an NM spawn that can use an NPC to warp. Right. You can, after we do this, when we go to winners, you can show me what you're talking about that, if you're still here. That way I don't have to take a ferry. Because, man, you talk about a long trip. That would mean walking all the way to Selbina, waiting on the ferry, getting on the ferry, taking the ferry, then walking 2 zones worth to get to Windhurst. So if we can get into West Saruta Bruta, that would be nice. Yeah, we walked from a desert to forest. Wiggle. You still have to take the boat, don't you? Or do they have a quick pass now? Oh, that's kind of neat. They may have actually had that in when I played, but I don't recall. I don't remember. I remember the only way to really get around was the outpost. Outpost warping was the big one. And I had Sandaria when since the game had launched, so I had every outpost. We can go logging. Okay, so we need to find the war chief. He's at H7. I need to summon him. I think I remember where this is. Again, I'm going off of memory. D9. Okay. Very old memory. That's still G. Mm-hmm. Did I come in the right spot? Look at it. There's this one. There's like zones, and I don't remember if I have the zone to go where I need to go. I don't think so. That NM is at the top before you zone into the other side. I remember it being up somewhere. Up there, maybe. I don't zone though, I don't think. Another big problem is a lot of these areas. I went in so many times to go to the burning circles. I'm trying to make sure that I don't go to the burning circle by mistake. Because I think the burning circle would have been go left. No, this isn't right. It really make you do some walking though. No, I got you. What I'm saying is like, I'm trying to make sure I don't accidentally go there due to like autopilot from back in the day. Yeah, the one I'm thinking about, you have to go through the grotto. That's the BCM I'm talking about. Now he should be up here, right? Just this looks familiar. I think it's in this hut. Oh, so he's not actually in the hut. Okay. Oh, do I need? Oh, it's not up here. I'm not actually in Gelspa. Oh, he is here? I think you confused me a little bit. There he is. Well, he's dead. Okay. Was I supposed to get something? I guess that's all I needed to do. Okay. Oh, okay. Which was the area I was thinking of, the burning circle stuff, or? If I remember correctly, the Yagudo in the Yagudo area or whatever, isn't there like a bard flute or something in him in that area? Yeah, Gideus. I remember fighting it in him there, and I don't remember what for. Like a farming it in him there. Maybe it was for a song. Maybe. I don't remember. Level 14 staff. Oh, I know what you're talking about. The charisma staff is for beastmasters and bards. Okay. Monster Sigma or Signia. Monster Signia. Yeah. That's what it was. I still remember some H&Ms. Like that one I was talking about. I remember Leaping Lizzie, Emperor's Hairpin. I remember O-Coats. Remember getting O-Coats in Castle Estranja on the like bottom floor. I don't remember where Fuma Kenyans were, or the Fuma feet were. Yeah, he was camped all the time. Good staff for a long time for Beast and Bard. Yeah. For Bard, you used it all the way up until you had elemental staffs. And even then, I think you still used it because you only used elemental staffs for like elegy and stuff. I'm just trying to check a map that's non-existent. I'll go this way. A lot of those NMs that are drops change rare EX. Fuma feet is in Castle Estranja. The body level 40. Kogi and Devoy. Yeah. I remember when they were changed. They were changed to rare EX and given a different name. Like Leaping Boots got changed to Bounding Boots. I remember that. The only way to get a lot of that stuff was to get from Burning Circles, because I remember when the K Club got changed as well. And the Kraken Club only came from Burning Circles. We did a lot of Kindred Seals runs. My big one, I used to solo Lumberjack. Because it was with a thief, you could mug it for quite a bit of money. So I used to camp the fuck out of Lumberjack. I got quite a few. I sold a few thieves' knives in my day. Utunga Jungle would be very interesting if I can remember how to get to Norg. I think that would be a very interesting thing if I could still do that run. Without getting lost. Didn't you have to do drop downs and stuff to get into Norg? Holy shit. Yeah. I mean, most of my guild originally came from astral rings at first. And then I did dude, trying to get King Arthas is fucking impossible. I had better luck at getting like Tiamat and Corinne and Nidhogg and all that shit. I can get better claim rates on that than fucking King Arthur. I couldn't tell you how many times I lost a claim on King Arthur. Look, that little crab. Oh, how do I turn off the thing that has a Yami talking all the time? Is there a command I can do to turn that off? Part of Unity chat. Yeah, it was just getting annoying to just keep seeing pop up. Y'all saw me kill him, right? Oh, maybe I'm not supposed to talk to him. I'm not. I'm supposed to go talk to Hella Coo. Wait. Oh, I have to go back to Bastock. Oh, go back to the consulate. Okay. Looking at the wrong thing. I was like, holy shit. Y'all make me walk all the way back to Bastock. I don't remember that. I wonder why you don't talk to Halberd though. That would have been bad. This is my original starting nation too. I was the Elven. Welcome back. You didn't get hurt, did you? Halberd tells me you went and defeated the war chief. A lot of adventurers make their way into Galespa Outpost, but most turn around once they get to the higher encampment. Well, you've done a great job. As council, I'm honored to congratulate with your mission. Well done. I'll be sure Sandoria makes certificate of entry bargain. Okay. Now that that's settled, your next goal is Windhurst. It's a wild world out there, so keep your wits about you. All right, we go to Windhurst now. I think I can get Havel's cipher. But whatever. When you're ready to travel to other towns, go to Southern Sandoria. G10. Where am I currently? That was northern, right? This should be southern. Yep. Southern G10. I'm gonna assume that's near a gate. I don't have a map. I need to save up money and buy maps. Nantel, how are you doing, by the way? Right. Yeah, I'm planning to. So Unity NMs are based on level. Not bad. Just chilling, waiting for 14 to come back. I didn't even know it was down. Tell her to send you to a wanted zone. Bring me to a wanted encounter. And pick 99 or below. Since Western Road is below level 99. Okay. And then pick West. East Ceruta. Okay. Fine. Go to East Ceruta. Just don't be surprised if I find someone else by the time you're back. And then I spend accolades. Oh, dude, that's cool. You know how much time I could have fucking saved? Jesus. Do you know? Oh my dear God. That walk from Bastok to Sandaria, man. I walked it. Motherfucker. That's actually really fucking cool. It's cool and I hate it at the same time because, man, I remember having to do it the old way. Yeah, early game now is as simple as doing ROE objectives for sparks and accolades. Accolades equal. What am I doing to get accolades though? I know how to get sparks. Accolades though, I'm unsure of. And I think I'm headed the right way. I'm not exactly sure where it put me in east. I know it's southern of the map. I don't see the tree. Do the Unity ones? I'm not going the right way. That is not right. We need to turn flipping DOS bitching. I have no bearings for when I got here, so. Oh, that. Oh, okay. I don't know what any of this means. Let's see. Form a party with a comrade from the same Unity. Okay. Okay. I wish I knew where I was. Oh, there's winners. We're good. I see the green banners. So this is where we're supposed to start at, chat. This is where our Tartarus and Mithra home nation. Although the Mithras are actually from another continent. I don't remember what it was called. But it was a different one. I think this is going to put me near Port Windhurst too, right? This is woods. I'm so surprised at how well my memory's been. All right, auction house is over there, or not auction house. Talk about stables or whatever's over there. I'm very surprised at my memory. There's a good white mage. Kupipi. All right, we'll do that before we leave. I have to look her up though, because I don't, I won't know anywhere where she is or anything. Although I was supposed to get Halver at the last place. So okay, I got you. So this will be the Halver of this place. Also, don't forget to pick up all the home points in the realm. Don't forget to pick. Do what? Oh, I actually didn't know that. I didn't touch any in Sandaria. I didn't know that. Well, damn, I wish I'd known that while we were in Sandaria, but I mean, we can get there quick again. So much teleportation. Still no maps. I don't remember where the consulates are here. May have already passed them. Well, I didn't know you picked them up. I knew you could like set yourself to a home point there. But I didn't know there was anything to pick up, so I didn't touch them. Because I had planned on warping back to Bastock, so well, I brought a warp roll. Again, using old information. Where are the damn there it is. Hey, this is the consulate of Bastock. It's the little piece of Bastock that's like an oasis in the midst of Windhurst. Okay. Oh, you have some business with Consul? Then please head into our office. Okay. There's a door. Oh, I didn't even see the door. Is my game aspect ratio correct on config? What do you mean? Could be. So, you're a bar guard. I've heard about your activities in Sandaria, and I'm expecting great things from you here too. Well then, we should get straight to the matter at hand. Gold Skull, why don't you start by informing our fair citizens here about the missions involved? Allow me to explain. The mission from our comrades in Windhurst entails the extermination of a giant monster that appeared in the depths of Gideus, the borderland to the theocracy of the Agudo Beastmen. You are to receive a key from the Heavens Tower in the Windhurst Walls district and head to the innermost part of Gideus. Your orders are to then defeat the heinous beast that lurks there. You look perplexed. Yes, well, I guess if you put it frankly, you are protecting a pack of Agudo Beastmen from a ferocious monster. Yes, you see, in order to maintain the peace of the country, the Windhurstians have formed amicable relations with the Agudo, whatever. Mancable? Whatever. But as you probably realized, it's hard to call the relationship amicable. God, brain. When you witness the outrageous behavior of the Agudo, but in order to maintain the trust of Windhurst, we have to participate in the preposterousness. Okay. In this preposterousness. I can't fucking not talk today. Well, good luck with your mission. I look forward to hearing of your success. Is my aspect ratio on? Should be right. It doesn't look incorrect. I mean, where is it? I don't even remember where it is. It wasn't on 16:9, if that's what you're asking. It was on 4:3. No, I understand, Onion Flake. I actually thought that actually this looks worse, in my opinion. Anyhow, no, I did all the HD stuff, and I was under the impression that did it, and I didn't need to go into the menu. I was just being in the room. I don't know, it didn't feel that stretched. I'm played it all day yesterday and didn't notice it. I don't really care though. Well, I haven't played the game in 10 years, so I couldn't even remember how it looked. See, I thought you were talking about being stretched because I stretched 1920 by 1080 to 1440. Where are we supposed to go? I fucking lost track because we were aspect ratioing. All right, we gotta go to Windhunter Walls now. Yeah, and talk to Kupipi. We gotta get the Kupipi. Also, where's the God, fuck. I keep wanting to bring my map open. I don't have maps. They're expensive. There's a tell point here. Yeah. See, I'll say I can teleport in between these, right? You're now able to... That is so fucked up. When did that get added? That's some bullshit, man. As an old player of this game, that's some bullshit. I understand having to have like teleport to outposts and shit. But man, like I remember the books having something that you could do to teleport, and I remember teleporting to outposts. But other than that, it was warps and warps, outposts, D2s, teleports, stuff like that. But not fucking fast traveling between crystals. Yeah, I'm sure a lot's changed in 10 years. A lot of quality of life stuff added after the PS2 360. I'm not sure when. Well, I know when PS2 left, but I don't know when 360 left. I think I was after I stopped playing. I don't know if that's exactly right, but it's a whole different game. Old Experience is only on private servers. Well, Onion, we're still trying to get the base story out. I'm doing a year of Final Fantasy when I'm playing through all the Final Fantasy games. I haven't touched this game in 10 years. I was though obsessed with this game and put way too many hours into it. I was in a major H&M link shell, killed Ixion like 380 some fucking times. It was like did Einherjar and all that shit. So I'm technically not a noob, but yes, noob now. Why am I getting cutscenes? Isn't this for Coop, one of the DLCs? Oh, good sir, Aurunio. Whatever. Might not trouble you with a moment, Aruni, and your time diddly-I'm. Why, Principal, Korumoru. I can't remember how to talk like them. A rare treat it is to see you here. But of course, my Timothy is at your disposal. Let me cut right to the chase. Loath as I am to alarm a dilly you, I must confess dulious my concern over Dr. Shantoto. Oh, this is Shantoto's ascension, isn't it? Recent ding dang doodly behavior. God, fucking brain. This is gonna give me hiccups. Like just brain hiccups. That's the doctor's predilections defy logic. Has always been commonly knowledge, has it not? I don't see any cause for concern at thee. It's like a bunch of Ned Flanders. Think about the past H&M pop timers, which took so much time. Yeah, it did. With those removed, now it's all just link shell events that you need to be on at a consistent times. If you even play with a link shell. Oh. Yo, Moon Wars stuff can be disenchanted now. No way. Yo, Moon Wars stuff can be decent. Fuck yeah. I have like my retainer has so much shit. Contagion, do you also play 14 or just 11? Limbo still can't? Fuck. That sucks. This is for Shantoto's Ascension. We're not going to be doing this bit. So I know I'm not getting this far into Shantoto's Ascension, so I'm not going to read this, and it's going to break my brain anyway. I'm so glad we didn't start in Windhurst though. Fuck. I would have had to read the damn text like this. There's Shantoto. Warp your minds around a picture of perfection, surpassed only by me and my immaculate complexion. You'll find not a single hole in my theory. It is pristine. The greatest masterwork of magic kind, or magic king, would have ever seen. Mage kind is long overdue to take its next big step. With the pure genius of yours truly from a golden new era, we shall be kept. A moment from now, it'll all make sense. Without further ado, let the magic commence. Not at the moment. I used to. I finished Shadowbringers and stopped to play other things. Oh, I got you. Hark, portal, I demand of thee, open up and set me free. What? That my calculations were in error is beyond comprehension. That I would blunder so defies the established convention. Oh. She's gone. And she's gone. You know, Shantoto's Ascension and all those like Coupe de whatever. All those DLCs should be more fresh in my mind than other stuff, but it's not. They were very forgettable for me. The fuck? Can I play the game again? What was the... Did you read their message? What was the unbanned request? I got to know what they said. Can you DM it to me? Or take a screenshot and send it to me. The time has come for us to make a meteoric rise. All who oppose will be dealt an ample serving of demise. We venture forth to conquer Vanadil and claim the birthright. See, this is so distracting because you wouldn't do this for a long time. Now and furthermore, the fire shines. Shantoto's empire shall burn bright. See, this shouldn't be able to be done until a certain point in the story. I don't know why. We shall teach the world a lesson and shall soon forget. Our armies are unstoppable. So do not that you might regret. Shantoto. I don't even know how to see those unbanned requests. Can I see those? Shouldn't I be able to? But now I'm more curious. Vi, can you see it? Why can't I see it? I can see where I can set timers for that, but not. I can't even see that it was denied. Give me a DM. Oh, that's in the that was the same thing that they put in their first message. I don't even know who they are. They're just some idiot. For anybody that's wondering in chat, we had somebody come in that was crashing something about Final Fantasy, and here, I'll do this. If anybody wants to read it, there is the ableist slur in their comment, but this popped into my chat today. Right? I had, and maybe Contagion, you know what this person's talking about. I don't know, but that was posted. I just banned them outright and then made fun of them. And they apparently came back with an ableist slur for why they need to be unbanned. I don't even know what it's about. Somebody's been hurt, man. Somebody hurt him. They hung around for a while too. That was the funny part, because I can see the viewer list because of my bot. So they stuck around for quite a while. It wasn't like they left and it just took a bit to update. They were here for like an hour. There was a guy going around Crystal bothering streamers in game and would put illegible stuff in their stream. I was curious to what the person was even talking about. Like in that message, as someone that hasn't like played this in 10 years, you know, and I'm like, what? Who? It's like, what drama are you even talking about? That was the funny part. It honestly doesn't matter. Whatever. He's the person that triggered. Who cares? Because I find it hilarious. I ain't mad. I won't lose any sleep over it. I think it's fucking hilarious though. When people are like that fucking stupid or that bent out of shape, I don't know why, it just makes me laugh. It's a very interesting thing. I've been on the internet too fucking long, man. Oh, dude, I want to buy followers. Ooh, yes, please. Give them to me. All right. Anyway, I'm supposed to meet the poo-poo, right? Poo-poo. Who's that? 8-7. Wait, is she? Go to the Heavens Tower located in Windwall. Speak to Kapoo-poo. Where's Kapoo-poo? Are you in here? Kapoo-poo. There's Kapoo-poo. Kapee-pee. I have received a report on your mission. You are the adventurer from Bastok who will be helping us today. The Yagudo and Gideus have a problem. A terrible monster has appeared deep within the caves. Your mission is to travel the way of Gideus and help the Yagudo rid themselves of the beast. Here's the key you will need. All right. This is a scary, wary place. So you would never catch me going there. Have a good trip. So we can't get her thing until after we're done here. From my understanding from what this says, you received the cipher thingy at this point if you have completed introductory trust quest and do not already have it. Do I already have that one? Shouldn't I have gotten that right there? No, I don't have them. Am I supposed to be getting trust right now? Here, I'm going to drop this guide real quick. This is what I'm using. And it's saying right here that I should have a trust if I didn't already had it. And it said it must be at least on the Rhapsodies of Vanadel. Wait, is that a DLC? What is Rhapsodies of Vanadel? Yeah, but do you have to pay for it? Because okay. I was gonna say because I don't have like a bunch of DLCs past like the main ones. Not on this account anyway. So anyway, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do as far as get that. Anyway, well, We'll look at that when we get back. So we've got like 30 minutes. I need to do this as we can. So we're gonna need to travel to Gideus and enter the Valgus Deus. Examine the burning circle. So we're doing the Black Dragon right now. Oh shit. Kapipi is not a cipher paper. She's part of the free set of trust for being new. But how do I pick her up? Because it just says if you've unlocked Rhapsodies of Vanadel 1 and 6 after talking to Kapipi, you will need to wait until you finish the portion of the mission to get the cipher. So I can't get the cipher while I'm here. Well, I have Naji. Oh, okay. Okay, so I can't get her right now anyway. I have to finish this quest. Okay, that clears it up. Isn't there another teleport here? Or home point crystal? There it is. So the person that sent that did a unban request that I can't see. There has to be a way to see unban requests on Twitch for the streamer and not just mod view, right? I've never dealt with it. Vi usually deals with all the banny people. And I can't like put my thing in mod view. What now? Master, wait. Master, a rather unusual letter addressed to you was delivered to Monkhouse not a moment ago. Coupeau. The word urgent was stamped on the envelope, so I rushed here swiftly as my little purple wings could carry me. If you will allow me, I'll read the contents to you this instant. God damn it, Shantoto. You are hereby appointed special unit operative of the Shantoto Empire, immediately effective. All inductees must report to the provisional headquarters at Cliffham Island and Frozen Pond. There you shall receive orders. Okay. Okay. We might have to do that tomorrow. Special unit operative. Master, you need to never mentioned anything to me about changing your nation or affiliation, Kupo. But this is so-called Shantoto's empire is news to me. Could that oddball Dr. Shantoto be scheming something unsavory again? Kupo. A foreboding feeling is fleeting furiously about in the pit of my stomach. See that you have an enfeebling kit of poison in your possession before showing up at the aforementioned destination. To learn more about this objective of which I speak, employ a tanner or an alchemist you should seek. Should an accused or cursed gruesome end by that which you desire. Show up not with extreme haste. We dare you to incur R. Master. For your own safety, I advise that you drop everything else and make for Cliffham Island without delay. The content of this letter is dubious beyond doubt. Kupo. The last thing I want, you want is to enrage Dr. Shantoto, unless a bard of ancient magic spells at you. No, I don't. So let me go. Oh, merciful Atana, please protect us goddess-fearing children from the hands of darkness, Kupo. I'll be excusing myself now, but Master, be sure to practice. Okay. Go away! Man, this is not even something we're gonna fuck with, but it's based on zone lines. That is a terrible way to do storytelling. Not so bad if you're like current on content. Pretty fucking terrible if you're just starting the game though. You're just going, what? We're off to kill a dragon, the wonderful dragon of Oz. Man, I remember getting my first party together to kill the dragon. And I did, see, I was from Sandoria and I actually did Bastok as my burning circle for the dragon. Now I thought I shut her up. She's still fucking going on and on. Hey, look, that non-existent map. I'm a little off on my location here. Yeah, I need to go north and then left. Here's the outpost. We have spent this entire stream walking. This has been what, 3 hours of walking and dialogue? Just about. We haven't got to do any leveling. Too bad you don't have a chocobo. Here's the funny thing. I got these little chocobo little ticket things, but they only work for one zone. As soon as you zone, it kicks you off. What are these things? Choco Pass. Watch new games. What? That's not a, this is not a Lala. This is a Taru, my friend. A Taru. You could get on a chocobo at level 20 if you took a quick trip to Juneau. I'll have to go get the chocobo license, huh? I thought you couldn't do the chocobo license until you'd done the burning circle thing. Well, it is quick now, Kita. Considering how long I've taken it, it is pretty quick. Until Contagion came in, I was gonna be walking everywhere. I mean, Akita, you weren't here, I don't think, but I walked from Bastok to Sandoria on memory. I was happy with myself. All right. Remembering how to get the burning circle from here is going to be rough. Do 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 do. Yeah, get off the wall. I remember farming these dudes for money. Like all their spells and shit. No time for smooth skins to carry no offering. I don't need an offering to get where I need to go, do I? Mm-hmm. Boom, 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 boom. I know it's back this way, but I don't remember where back this way it is. And I don't know if I have to go up any, like, I know there's terrain dips here. Don't think so. I'm going to go with my hunch, but I'm afraid that I'm going to accidentally go. Is there another burning circle here, or is it just one? I can't remember, or I don't recall. It's just one. There's a home point right by it. That's new. I guess they added home points because home points were only in major cities. Yeah, Balgus, whatever. Balgadeus. Oh, I have this amazing map. I just remember it being in the back, but I'm not sure if I'm remembering this correctly. I'm at a spring. I don't think this is right. Oh, I miss the bard flute music. If I'm at the spring though, that means I'm at the back. So if I follow the white wall, I should be all right. I hope. That at HP's everywhere. Hey, there's an NM. What does this guy drop? Get him. We got an NM to kill. Wiki has no listing. There's probably a nobody. That's my guess anyway. Stop ninjin'. Some kind of imperial cloth. Oh, this looks familiar. I remember going in these things. We have like no skill points in Great Sword, by the way. Yeah, I got the cloth. Okay, so we touched that. That mean we can teleport there? I guess. The rank 2 final mission. The clear record for this mission is 33 seconds by 2 adventurers, including Mac Daddy or Mike Daddy. I'm so glad you come. I didn't realize that little rumor I spread would be so effective. Yes, I'm the ferocious monster you were told about. One who will rally the beastmen hordes on a grand campaign to rid the world of you and your kind. Really? The beastmen hordes? Almost sounds as if they're planning to wage another crystal war. Huh. I see you catch on quick. The day of reckoning will come, and the beastmen will be the ones who rule this world. Not that you be there to see it, because you've already be dead. Arise, worm of darkness, devourer of light. I command you, smite my enemies where they stand. Spiritual distortion. She's actually rolling her R's here. I'm not rolling R's. I can't do it. So this could only mean the cats in this game roll R's. Phew. I knew it couldn't have been old you know who. I was getting carried away there. Is this all you can muster? Your pet dragon? Here come the reinforcements. Looks like they were able to handle this. I have more pressing matters than dealing with the likes of you. I'll leave it in their hands. They're just piecing out. I love it. Can you not? Okay, about to say. I love how this fight was early in the game, was the first epic moment you do, but then you find out COP is a must do for in game, and you hate your life for doing promies. I remember the Tenzin fight and everybody fucking getting stuck there. The airship fight with Tenzin. I got everybody here. We good? Oh, I got drawn in. Oh. Oh dear. Hit it. Mighty misses, go. Oh, we actually hit. We win. Do I have to go back to Windhurst for this? I think I do. We did it. This cannot be. Me defeated by the weaklings. Oops, I guess I missed the show. Wait a minute. This dragon. No doubt about it. It's a nether beast from the Northlands. What's it doing here? Their kind haven't been seen ever since the Shadow Lord was destroyed and the Northlands sealed. To see one here with the beastmen, it's as if the Shadow Lord will soon be brought back to this world. I was merely making preparations for his return. What? Who are you? I am Searcher, a servant of the Shadow Lord. The great hero that saved you 20 years ago is gone. None of his power to defeat him now. While your peoples were busy squabbling with each other, we have been preparing for his return. And when he comes, he will destroy you all. Foolish weaklings. The Shadow Lord is coming back. There's going to be another war. Our days will be filled with hatred and sorrow once more. Beauregard, you should head back to the country, or to your country, and don't forget to report what happened here. If it's true that the Shadow Lord is being resurrected, we can expect great trouble to follow. I've got to get going. I hope to see you around soon someday, Bara. Oh, I have a little time. I think we're going to try to go get that trust while we're here. Yeah, I gotta go back to Malik in Port Windhurst anyway. Well, I didn't set my home point in Windhurst, so go out there and take the road to town. All right, we're gonna try to get PP before we leave, and then that'll be the end of the stream because it's already 5:51. I gotta end at 6, so got like 9 minutes to get back to Windhurst and try to find Kupipi. Or Malik and then Kupipi. What did you say to do for Kupipi? What was it again? Talk to somebody in Winter Woods. Okay. Boop. I made a thread so I can find it easier. Oh my god, I went too far south. Went the wrong way. Sigh. That is not my chest. I didn't kill anything out here. Weird. Is there any movement speed outside of like Strider boots and Herald Gators and that kind of stuff? I remember there was a Bard song. A Herald Gator, Strider boots. I'm trying to think of what else there was back in the day. Earliest form of movement speed is the free item for buying the game. But what if you've already had the game like I have? What do I do then? Or am I supposed to redeem this from somebody? In Steam? I mean, I wouldn't have had a code. I've had all my stuff for over a decade, so that must be something newer and I guess older players didn't get. Even like this account right here is like 15 years old. Went the wrong way. Like, I don't know how old my Steam account one is. I don't even know which one is my Steam account, but it might not even be tied to any of these. I consolidated all of my accounts when 14 came out. So this one had two service accounts attached to it, and then my main legacy account has like 4. But I can only access the 2 that I had here. One was completely blank and one had a little silly alt on it. Level 99, damn. The Shadow Lord. Wait a moment. I need you to rush back to the homeland. Wait a moment. Let's see. Here, you understand what you must do. Take this report to the president's office in Bastock. On your way. Please hurry to Bastock. Okay. Strider board. What level were Strider boots? They were low. They were like 30 something, I think. Tailgaters were 75. Anyway, let's see if we can grab that trust while we're here. Gators 72. I need to go to Woods by the center fountain to get the quest. Okay. So we can warp out here, but we can't warp to Sandoria, so we'll have to go take a thingy out there again. I'm not going to do it tonight because we don't have time. So do people pretty much solo Dynamis now, I guess, with Trust? No, I plan to. I'm just not going to do it tonight. Like I said, I'm kind of out of time at this point. I got fucking work. Dynamis is level 75, so it's trivial to 99. Is there a reason to do Dynamis anymore, or is it just to like get relics and stuff? Because I mean, you would still need the currency, I guess. Unless they change that. So here's the big fountain. Oh, there he is. Yeah. I'm the lovely Wet. Dispatched straight from the Juno. Okay. Let me fill you in on the details. You already know about Justaru. Excellent. I knew I could turn it. Okay. That pristine whistle piece of paper. Take it with you and head to the Heavens Tower. Not only am I irresistible, but okay. This is how we get what you doodle. The Green Institute card. I wonder how hard it is now to get the items for like mock house upgrades and stuff. Because one of those crafted items. Some of them, I don't know. I remember some of them being expensive. Some people make so many accounts, they're always in demand. I wonder why people make so many accounts. Although, I mean, I did dual box the shit out of this game, so. Oh yeah, I'm multi-boxed like a motherfucker. And I know that I'm missing the teleport at the end, but fuck it. Almost there. And then maybe we'll get some action tomorrow. This is a lot of legwork today. But we could have made it a lot quicker if I had known about that teleporting sooner. Good to know now, though. Oh, don't you dare. That was gonna give me another cutscene. Could you imagine anything more glorious than the Secretary of the Heavens Tower to do? Yes, this trust magic is absolutely wonderful. QPP is truly the best in the land. Who are you, an adventurer? You mean you've decided to try out trust too? Great news. That means you have faith in me. But didn't your mother tell you never to play with strangers? Let me refer to those noty wotes. Trust, friendship, sisterly love. I know of the name of an ill adventurer who's from Winders to Alden and beyond. No wonder you have faith in me. Of course, Beauregard. My trust in you is unwavering. The question is, can you say the same for yourself? That will probably determine whether this succeeds or fails. Are you ready, Beauregard? Focus all your thought to rouge and energy on me. Boop. I'm Koopy. Hooray! There's a wonderful alter ego right here in front of me. You are to bringy wingy me with you into your ventures. Vanadel hath no fury like a secretary scorn, but I am a white mage, so maybe fury is a strong word. But the trust, friendship, and sisterly love, my spelly wellies will always hit their mark. My document handling the counter cleaning, though, maybe not so much, but I think I know this trust magic now. You know what would make me work really hard? Fresh organic rolling berries. Shush you. I know what you're thinking, but if you eat as many as you want, you'll blow up like a balloony woony. She might not be perfect, but this little QPP will be glad to travel with you. Please take this scroll with you in celebration of your accomplishment. Maybe you've heard of her, famed cat burglar lane, Nani Mihago. Okay. Maybe if you were her lackey wacky, things would be different. Wait. Did that just give me another thing to get Minago? Or not Minago, what's her face? Summon order matters when using trust, as it determines how close they are at the start of a fight. Always best to summon frontliners first and white mages last. She tends to keep her distance anyways, but it's always good to start her far too. Yeah, you can get trust from all towns from popular NPCs. But some have requirements like fame. Okay. Oh, I can come back here now. I haven't popped my wart. Well, actually, I can teleport now. Whatever. Okay. This is going to end the stream. I don't have much time for anything else. I'm going to go ahead and head back to Bastock, and then we will turn the quest in when we start stream tomorrow. Thank you so much, Contagion, for the help. I greatly appreciate it. That teleport saved a ton of time. We wouldn't even have finished this tonight. So I really, really appreciate that. Next stream tomorrow at 3 a.m. Eastern, and we will be doing the same thing. There's the Discord if you guys would like to check out that. And if you would like to check out the Year of Final Fantasy previous episodes, there's my YouTube. It's more or less a VOD dump. I don't do any editing, but if you want to catch an old VOD, they're there. Thanks for being here again, and y'all have a wonderful night and or morning, and we'll see you tomorrow night and or morning. Have a good one. Bye, everybody. I'll just leave the BRB up.